And now your first alert weather.
All right, we're shaking things up in the atmosphere as expected. We've had a front blow through today, and we have a few more cold fronts lined up, waiting to come in, and we are seeing more rain and snow in the forecast as we get into this weekend. Right now in Pocatello, live look at the Farm Bureau sky cam. We got mainly cloudy conditions. It's going to be a little difficult to see the lunar eclipse tonight. We're supposed to be peaking around 12:30, so after midnight tonight. Unfortunately, the cloud deck is still going to be kind of keeping things obscured, to say the least, but we are starting to see partly cloudy conditions in Boise. It's just going to be a little difficult. You might see the moon in between a few clouds. 34 in Idaho Falls right now, 35 in Pocatello, 33 in Jackson, 40 in Salmon, and the winds are still going strong into the teens across much of the Snake River Plain and also southeastern Idaho. Weather station there in Montpelier getting 25-mile-per-hour winds out of the northwest, so pretty gusty conditions. And we got more of the snow still just scattered mostly into southeastern Idaho and the Snake Highlands tonight. A little closer in here, we got snow currently in Downey through Swan Lake into Preston. Also, I'm tracking snow in Paris, Montpelier, Bern, Georgetown, and then also in the outskirts of Soda Springs. We've been seeing some of the snow, more of that snow towards McCammon and Inkom right now, coming off the mountains there through Marsh Valley, getting that snow along Interstate 15. Rainy, snowy mix currently working through portions of the Snake Highlands there, Clark and Fremont counties, and still got some leftover bits of wet weather meandering about Rexburg and St. Anthony now here in West Jefferson County. Idaho Falls dry at the moment, but more snow circulating in later tonight. There's the exiting cold front, and here's our next cold front. It's lined up coming in here for Saturday morning, and then behind that front we have another couple of systems coming in for Sunday and Monday to get us into next week. Tomorrow, Friday, we're sandwiched in between the systems, so we're kind of in a lull for tomorrow. We don't see a lot of snow in the forecast here for your Friday, but it's going to stay windy. Thursday night here on the future track, the snow with us departing. There's going to be a touch of snow near the Wyoming state line tomorrow morning. So there's still going to be a little bit of rain and snow in the forecast, but most of that's into the higher elevations of northwestern Wyoming. Spotty snow showers coming in here for Friday afternoon around supper time. We're just starting to pull that moisture back in here, and then as we get into Saturday morning, we have more scattered snow to get us started for the weekend. And while all of this is happening, we're still dealing with gusty conditions. I want to point that out. The winds are going to be very pesky. We're going to have teens and 20s for the wind speeds as we have one cold front after another moving through the region. Saturday afternoon, partly to mostly cloudy skies with more snow. Here comes the Sunday morning system, and that's going to join us here 7 a.m. on Sunday. And then we have more wet weather coming in from the west coast as we head into Monday. So get ready. Yeah, the atmospheric river in full swing. Wind speeds, teens and 20s for tonight and tomorrow, with the occasional wind gusts getting above 30 miles per hour. And we have wet weather taking us all the way to about Tuesday of this next week here, and then we start to see a drier pattern with chilly temperatures by Wednesday. Partly cloudy, breezy conditions tomorrow with a slight chance of snow and rain for the weekend, and winds out of the southwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. As we go to southeastern Idaho, 37 in McCammon, 38 in Preston, lows down to the 20s tonight. Rexburg's at 38. I got 34 for Ashton, 32 in Driggs, and 34 in Island Park with a high of 30 in Jackson. We got more snow heading into this weekend for Jackson. Low 30s for the high tomorrow and Saturday, upper 30s on Sunday, and even some 40-degree weather briefly Monday afternoon before we see the temperatures tick back down to the 30s for highs by Tuesday. Rolling into central Idaho, we haven't seen too much moisture today. A lot of the wet weather has been skirting around central Idaho, but there's a chance for more wet weather as we get into Saturday and the Sunday and Monday with scattered rain and snow showers. It's warm enough that we're seeing mostly rain there in Salmon and Chalice. Stanley, of course, getting all snow at this point. Still Idaho Falls at 39 for the high tomorrow, 40 for Blackfoot, 41 in Pocatello, 39 in Rigby. Pocatello's 8-day forecast, low 40s for Friday and Saturday. Rain and snow Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to take us into early next week. Highs in the upper 50s Monday afternoon and 46 on Tuesday. Here we go to Idaho Falls, also seeing temperatures warm up briefly for Monday. And then we get the rug pulled out from under us again. Now we head back down to the 40s for Tuesday with more wind and some scattered snow and rain. So Linda, it's like driving through the car wash a few times here.
Right, right.
We just keep going around.
Just keep going around.
Yeah, and snow, rain, wind,
yeah,
and then
just about everything.
A little bit of sunshine tomorrow.
Yeah, peaks.
To kinda,
and 58, I mean, that 58 looks pretty good.
You're like, oh, 58, but then you have to look at the wind.
Right.
And then there's some rain in the forecast.
not quite as nice as it sounds.
Yeah, here comes
All right.
spring.
Yeah, here we go. All right, thanks, Michael. Coming up, the Salt Lake International Airport is considering doing something new for non-travelers. We'll tell you what they might have on their horizon.
This Skycam network is sponsored by